first step is always the hardest. You know what else happens when you take the first step? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emmy, for those who don't know. She's a girl who can do all the things. And today we're not talking about me, we're talking about the cosmos and the full moon. So we got a full moon in Leo. By the way, happy Aquarius season. Happy birthday, Aquariuses. Yes, you are so different. You are so unique. You are validated. Just wanted to make sure they knew that. I know they appreciated it. Anyway, so today we are talking about the Leo full moon that's happening on the 28th. I'm sure you figured that out by the thumbnail above my pretty little head. Right now, the sun is in Aquarius. It's also conjuncting with Jupiter. We have this amplified energy of technology, community, humanity, your friends, because Aquarius rules friends, friend group, networking, technology, innovation, right? You could be feeling very creative around the time of this full moon. When Jupiter and the sun align, it's a great time. It's like a push of creative energy, like a good luck. It's like a push of good luck. This is a good time to start any new projects, businesses, sign some new deals, and expect to see some synchronicities or signs from the universe if you have been looking for them. Full moons always, they kind of bring up some sort of conflict, especially with it being in Leo. It may feel harder to connect with this like good luck energy that's out there because it is a full moon and the moon isn't really happy in a fire sign. To connect with this energy, just be mindful of the big picture here, of whatever your big picture is, and then also like keep your mind open. That's also like a really big thing if you want to be able to see the abundance and the like gifts and expansion that the Jupiter conjunction is trying to bring you. It's basically like expect the unexpected is what I'm trying to get at. Push through the possibly negative emotions that you may be feeling. Leo, it represents the sun energy, and the moon represents our emotional state. The moon right now, since it's in Leo, is in a very fiery, creative energy. So around the time of this full moon, it would be very beneficial for you to possibly try to bring some excitement into your routine. Especially right now, it is quarantine, so it is kind of hard to find the excitement in your life. Just pay attention to the small things and the synchronicities that are going to be happening in your life around the time of this full moon. Even if it's just focusing on your creative projects, because Leo does rule creativity. Get motivated is what I'm trying to get at here. Focusing on what makes you excited, or even just like planning something for the week or every week, just that one little thing. Could be like that one thing of self-care, or that one meal that you love, or that one phone call with that person that you really enjoy. Like just doing those small things will really like help bring the joy back into your life, because Leo likes to be happy and Leo likes to live life to the fullest. And especially with it being the winter and it being COVID, it's kind of hard to see the big picture and the happiness that's around you. Leo is also about leadership and confidence. How can you step up in leadership, whether it's like in your work or just in your own life? Like how can you be a better leader or take a bit more of an initiative? How can you take more responsibility in the things that you want to achieve? If you're a Leo, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, your ego may be hurt around the time of this full moon, so just don't take things so personally. We also do have Mars is conjunct with Uranus in Taurus. So this Taurus energy, Taurus is all about cultivating and creating things. When Mars is in Taurus, Mars doesn't really like to be in Taurus because Mars is this go, go, go energy, and Taurus is more of a like, I don't really want to move, or I'm gonna move when I want to move. Okay, so it's really important to push through it and put your energy into your work. Even if you're feeling like lethargic, or if you're just feeling like unmotivated, like this Leo full moon is saying, get motivated. How can I be more motivated in my world, or whatever it is that I'm trying to create? It could be something that's creative, because Leo does rule creative projects. Also, since this Taurus is conjuncting with Uranus, be mindful of the fact that if you're trying to create something, it's probably feeling sporadic because of that Uranus energy, because even though you're trying to cultivate and grow something with that Taurus, the Uranus energy, it's sporadic. So some days may be better than others, and and other days may be really hard, and it's just like what's going on? Like I can't really, there's no consistency here. Just push through it. Uranus is trying to teach you to go with the flow, and consistency is a big thing here. Also, you may be meeting new people, you may be feeling more comfortable in your community, maybe you're expanding your family or your friend group around the time of this full moon. So Pluto is in Capricorn. With the moon being in a fire sign and Pluto in Capricorn, people are showing who they really are. So just pay attention. Okay, people are, this is the real them right now. Okay, if you're older, if your Pluto is in Capricorn, which is probably going to be the older generation, so maybe like in your 50s and 60s, they're going through some sort of transformation. If you, let's say if you're a child and you feel like your parent or just like your friend, you're also older and you and your friend are just both like, just be patient with the older generation because they're going through some shit. Especially if your Saturn is in Aquarius, that would be people who are 29, 58 to 61-ish. If your Saturn is in Aquarius, you're going through your Saturn return, so this year is going to be hard for you. But see where you have Saturn in your chart, what house, and that'll be the area that's reflected of this difficulty that you'll be facing. Especially if you do have a Capricorn Pluto, you're going, this is a time to rebirth. Let it go, let that shit go. All right, if you resist it, the years is going to be worse for you. For everybody else, that was a message to our elders. We can all apply to the second part. If you are feeling off balance with your emotions, like you feel very triggered, it's that Pluto and Capricorn energy. It's also inviting you to look beyond the surface and really look at what needs to be let go. And you may be having some challenges around whatever area that surface is, like whatever surface area that is. You'd have to look at your chart and see what house has Pluto or what sign your Pluto is in, and you can like just do the math that way. Just look beyond the surface. This is, you're being invited to transmute and transform and let the shit go. Just elevate. Boop, boop, boop. Elevating. We're all elevating right now. And for my Pluto and Scorpio folks, pay attention to the energy that is around you because you are going to be around some very strong energies. So just take care of yourself, sage or the water. Just take some time to yourself, whichever one you prefer. But back to the full moon. The full moon could possibly be a little chaotic when you look at the other planets that are involved. You could feel a little thrown off or like confused or like uncertain about things that you were really sure of. Just don't get caught up in the illusion. There's going to be like a veil being lifted, if that makes sense. Or take things slow. Be very wary of your surroundings and the people that you're around. Also be wary of people who try to like put their emotions onto you. They're just like, oh well, like I need you know what I'm trying to get at? Like when they play the victim, be wary of that around the time of this full moon. Back to the Leo part, since the moon is in Leo. So information is coming to the surface, emotions are coming to the surface, things that were done in the dark are coming into the light. You may notice a rise of unexpected emotions or feelings that are gonna come up. Go with it, process it, allow it, feel it, sit with it, write it down. Don't just ignore it because you won't grow. This is opportunity growth, right? This is an opportunity of releasing, so just let it go. Let it go, please. Could be in areas that have to do with your home, relationships, your business, or just protect your own energy is what I'm trying to get at. During a full moon, it is easy to fall back or fall victim to our fears or like our programmed behaviors or like whatever your typical way, if you're like somebody who's into escapism, old familiar like bad habits. Even if we know it's like not for the best for us, there's always obstacles that are going to be in our path. And this Leo energy is reminding us to bring that courage out and understand that there's nothing in your life that you can't handle. There's no obstacle. The divine won't throw anything at you that you can't handle. So just remember that. Push through it. It takes determination. We have the power to make any situation that we're in a positive one, or finding the best out of any difficult situation. So that's that Leo energy. So channel that positive outlook around the time of this full moon or around any challenges that may come up around the time of this full moon. Take that first step, baby. Sometimes you just gotta take that first step. And the first step is always the hardest. But you know what? You know what else happens when you take the first step? It's the most rewarding. And that's when things start to work out for you. my conclusion, the end of this video is, what are the first steps that you need to take? Take a look at where you have Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio in your chart, what planets or what house has Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, and set your intentions for this full moon. Usually full moons are more about releasing, but I feel like this is a good move to not only release, but like release and then set your intentions of what you want to bring to move forward, what you want to cultivate, what you want to create, what you want to see. And remember that you are guided. Sorry, let me put this down. You're not alone in this thing. This is Aquarius season. Like, you have friends, you have family, you got people here for you. Remember that you are guided. And Leo's also that heart energy. Open yourself up and open your heart to the people that are around you and to your path. Like, your path is unfolding for you. So just be patient, open yourself up, and just remember, like, you made it this far. You are a gift from God, from the divine, and from the universe. So you didn't make it this far just for shit to not work out. Okay? You may feel a little thrown off or off balance, but just remember that this Leo energy is here to bring the courage, the motivation, just remind you that you are that bitch. You are that bitch. Look at me. Look in my eyes. You are. You are what? I want to hear it. You're that bitch. Okay, so you know it, I know it, we're on the same page, the divine knows it, your spirit guides know it. Look beyond the challenge that's right in front of you and focus on the big picture. Jupiter is conjuncting the sun right now. This is positive, big energy. This is big, big energy, y'all. So get your chart, look where you got Aquarius, Leo, or Scorpio. Pay attention to what's coming up and what's coming out. Pay what's coming up and what's coming out around the time of this full moon. And I believe in you. Believe in yourself too. I think that concludes my weekly speech. And if you were feeling the vibes, then please hit subscribe. Validates me and lets me know that you like me. And I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, have a great rest of your day.